Hello, my name is Jonas. I am one of the lead animators at Systemic Reaction. I thought it would be fun to share a bit of the animation process for the game Second Extinction. Second Extinction is a co-op shooter set in a future where dinosaurs have taken over the world. I was the first animator on this project, and I was very excited about animating dinosaurs. I am a huge advocate for motion capture. I knew motion capture has been used for dinosaurs before, and personally, I definitely wanted to try some dinosaur acting myself. So what I did as a first step was just grabbing one of the old dinosaur rigs from the game Hunter Primal and retarget some simple mocap on it. This gave us some information of how problematic it would be to translate human motions on something that has quite different proportions. And I think it worked surprisingly well, as these rigs were not made with motion capture in mind at all. Here is some footage when I practiced the Raptor walk cycle. I walked back and forth probably 100 times to experiment. Often it just looked ridiculous, especially when you move too much like a chicken. But eventually you kind of find the groove. The key was not overdoing it and losing up your spine as much as possible. Simply making it feel natural. Here is some footage from one of the mocap sessions. As you can see, the spine is rolling quite a bit, which makes it look less human. There's also some attacks with the claws on the hands. Swinging quite wildly makes it look more beastly. There are also some bites in here. This is from Hurt Getting Up. As you can hear, I like to do sounds when I act. Here is an idle loop while the Raptors are in combat. And we also have a run cycle. These clips are the very first test with the mocap on the Hunter Primer rig. It didn't look awesome straight away. What you see here is pretty much raw mocap. I basically only added some mouth and tail movement, and so it starts and ends in the same pose. However, it shows strong potential. Like I mentioned earlier, the primal rigs weren't really made for putting motion capture on it. So once we got the new rig that we were actually gonna use for the game, we put it in T-pose, so we were able to retarget the motion capture much better. So when we put the same motion capture data onto the new rig, the improvement were quite significant. This version of the walk cycle has obviously more effort to it. The claws and the tail and the head has keyframes on it to enhance the quality, but it didn't take many hours to get it to this level, so we were definitely heading in the right direction. Eventually, another senior animator joined the project. His name is Daniel Knutsson, and I moved on towards first-person animations, and he took over the Raptor and brought it to a more final level of polish that we were happy to ship with. So, in conclusion, the motion capture helped us tremendously with the body mechanics. It also helped us with attitude, as you were able to put some acting into the performance. But you needed to hand key a lot on top of the mocap to really make it shine and hide the fact that it was motions coming from a human. Overall, using mocap as a base definitely was a huge plus. I would assume this kind of advanced motion capture performance is usually done by a professional actor. Maybe it's not for every animator. Personally, though, I really enjoyed putting on the suit and pretending to be a dinosaur. I also think it's very beneficial if the actor has a strong understanding of how to manipulate the data, which you have as an animator that worked with mocap before. Some of the advanced motions for the dinosaur in the game were impossible for a human to pull off. So if you know how to stitch most of them together in the software, that helps a lot. This project was a childhood dream for me, as I was obsessed with dinosaurs growing up. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the subscribe button and stick around for more, in which I talk more about the animations process for some of the other dinosaurs I worked with for Second Extinction. See ya!